I ran one command on my project. It found 484 files I'm not even using, 172 pieces of code that do absolutely nothing. And I had no idea any of it was there. If you build with AI, Cursor, Claude, Lovable, whatever you use, your project looks exactly like this. It's full of junk code you can't see. And that junk is a big reason your AI keeps breaking things. So let me show you why this happens and 5 free tools that clean it all up. Here's how it happens. When you build with AI, it writes code way faster than you could ever read it. You ask for a feature, it spits out a bunch of files. It works, you move on. Then you change your mind, or the AI tries again a different way. But the old version? It just stays. Nobody deletes it. You're not even sure what it does, so you leave it alone. Do that 50 times in one weekend, and your project is suddenly full of code nobody uses and nobody understands. It's not really a project anymore. It's a junk drawer. And you figure, whatever, it's just sitting there. Who cares? Here's who cares. That junk ships with your app. Every visitor downloads code that never even runs, so your site loads slower for no reason. Every package you installed once and forgot is still in there, and any one of them can have a security hole, a door you left open and never closed. And the worst part? You can't tell what's real anymore. Which file actually matters? Which one is safe to delete? You don't know, so you're scared to touch anything. The junk doesn't just sit there quietly. It slows you down and makes you afraid of your own project. But here's the real problem, the one you feel every single day. Your AI reads this junk too. Every time you ask Cursor or Claude to fix something, it reads your whole project first, including all the dead code. And it can't tell what's alive and what's junk. So it edits the old file instead of the real one. It copies a broken pattern from code you gave up on weeks ago. It carefully fixes something that isn't even used. Ever feel like your AI is going in circles, breaking stuff that used to work, getting dumber the bigger your project gets? This is why. It's not the AI, it's the junk you're feeding it.
So how do you find all this junk without reading thousands of lines yourself? You don't. You let 5 free tools find it for you. 1 command each. That's the whole job. I'll keep this about web apps because that's where the junk piles up the fastest. Unused styling, packages you don't use, code that's never called, whole dead files. Here are the 5, and keep your eye on the last one because it does the job of all the others. First one, and it's the biggest, your styling. If you use Tailwind or any styling framework, and with AI you almost always do, you ship thousands of style rules. Your app actually uses maybe 5% of them. The rest is dead weight on every single page. Purify CSS was the original tool that fixed this back in 2016, nearly 10,000 stars. Purge CSS is the newer version that most build tools already run for you. You point it at your app, it sees which styles you actually use, and it throws away the rest. One setup, and your styling can shrink by 90%. Easiest win on this whole list. Next, your packages, the stuff you install. Every time you or your AI tries something new, it installs another package. Most of them you stop using and never remove. They just sit there getting downloaded over and over, and any one of them can break or get hacked. DepCheck looks at everything you've installed and tells you exactly which ones you're not actually using. Nearly 5,000 stars, 13 years of doing this one job. Run it, delete those, and your project gets lighter instantly. Now the sneaky one, code you wrote that nothing uses. A function sitting in a file that you, or the AI, wrote once and then never actually called anywhere. It looks important, it's doing nothing. ts-prune was the tool that hunted this stuff down. But here's the twist. Go to its page today and there's a big notice right at the top. It's basically retired. And it tells you straight up to use a different tool instead. One that does its whole job and a lot more.
That tool is knip. And knip is the only name you really need to remember because it does everything the other 4 do, all at once in one command. Files you don't use, packages you don't use,
Code that's never called. All of it in a single scan. This is it running on my project. 484 files I'm not using. 172 dead pieces of code. 12 packages I don't even need. Their slogan says the whole thing in 5 words. Knip it before you ship it. You run it one time and you finally see all the junk you've been carrying around. And everyone's figuring this out. This is how many people download each tool. Knip, that orange line shooting straight up past everything else, while the older one-job tools stay flat along the bottom. Almost 12,000 stars and climbing fast. The whole space is turning into this one tool because nobody wants 5 different scripts when one command finds everything. ts-prune already gave up and pointed people here. The rest will too. But here's the real lesson, and it is not run knip once. Clean it up today and it fills right back up tomorrow, especially when you're building fast with AI. The trick is to run it automatically, so every time you save your work, knip checks for new junk and stops it before it ever piles up again. Clean isn't a one-time thing. It's a habit you set up once and forget about. So be honest with me. How much junk do you think is in your project right now? Guess a number in the comments. Then go run knip and tell me how close you were. I want to see the worst one.
Found this useful? Hit like and follow for more.